What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So before I get into this video, I want to give a shout out to Brendan Olson with a donation to the channel via the Cash App. Much respect to Brendan for showing love once again to Too Raw for TV, aka Too Raw for Sports. So a couple days ago I did a video on Too Raw for Sports talking about, the fact that people always calling, who the greatest all-around player in history. And one of the things they love to tout is his career averages of 27, 7, and 7. 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. And they put that out there to try to emphasize how much of a great all-around player he is. Like those numbers have not been replicated. No one's come close to that. That just shows he's a great all-around player. Although, they will also tell you with a straight face that he's a pass-first player. So which one is he? A pass-first player, or is he an all-around guy? That's the narrative that they put out there about this guy. Interesting, though, that he's a pass-first guy, but he takes more shots per game than great scorers like Adrian Dantley, Kobe Bryant, yes, Kobe Bryant, and Karl Malone, amongst many others. But anyway, let's just talk about these numbers, 27, 7, and 7. So, did you know Jerry West, who's only listed as 6'2", he's probably about 6'3.5", but he's listed as 6'2", 180 pounds, 190. Do you know Jerry West averaged, without a three-point line, 27 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 6.7 assists for his career? So that's basically 27, 6, and just about 7. That's a guy that's 80, 90 pounds lighter and about 6 inches shorter, with no three-point line. No three-point line to kaboom from, you know what I mean? Interesting that he was able to put up those types of numbers in that era. But you never hear people talk about Jerry West being an all-time great all-around guy, or one of the great all-around players, or the best all-around player in NBA history, Interesting, you also don't hear Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson, for his career, averaged 25.7 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 9.5 assists, which 2 of those figures are better than LeBron, the rebounds per game and the assists per game. And this is in a league where he was contending with the likes of Wilton, Norman Chamberlain, Bill Russell, segregation forever, as long as I was around. No, not that Thurman. Nate the Great Thurman, and Bob Pettit and Jerry Lucas. These are all individuals who either averaged over 20 rebounds per game in their careers, or had seasons where they averaged 20 or more rebounds per game. He also was in the league where he was going up against, great rebounding small forwards like Elgin Baylor, who averaged 13.5 rebounds per game for his career. But yet Oscar Robertson still averaged more rebounds per game than LeBron James. As a matter of fact, in his 10 seasons with the Cincinnati Royals, Oscar Robertson's career averages dwarfs LeBron's without a three-point line. 29.3 points, 8.5 rebounds, I believe, and 10.3 assists in 10 seasons with the Royals. Those numbers dwarf LeBron's. Unbelievable. If people want to understand and want modern examples of better all-around players, you could point out to Kawhi before the injuries. who had a better mid-range game, better three-pointer, a better free throw shooter, obviously a better defender, or even Nikola Jokic, currently from a playmaking standpoint, passing, rebounding, scoring, efficiency, getting others involved, truly making others around him better, right? Selflessness. Nikola Jokic. But we still, even though the Denver Nuggets are the defending champion, do you see the media pumping Jokic? Do you see the media talking about this guy? No. They're still talking about this archaic, ancient-ass, dark side hairline having motherfucker who hasn't won an MVP award in well over a decade. Elgin Baylor, as I mentioned before, averaged 27.4 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 4.3 assists for his career. And in one season, the 1961-62 season, he played in 48 games and managed to average 38.3 points per game during those 48 games he played out of 80. But the reason why he missed 32 games is because he was playing part-time as a player and part-time, or really full-time, as a person in the military. He was only able to play in games, and luckily a majority of those games came during his furlough period, which I think was between Fridays and Mondays. So thankfully for him, a majority of the games that season came between that period of time. This guy is serving in the military and then going out and busting cats for 40, 45 points. Unbelievable. Nobody talks about him as an all-time great. And if you want to talk about numbers, let's just make it about numbers for a second. Let's just do this. 27, 7, and 7. Well, Luka Dončić averages 27.6 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 8 assists. Last I checked, those numbers are superior to LeBron's. So when everybody keeps talking about LeBron's numbers, why don't they talk about Luka having better all-around numbers? And has not had the talent around him that LeBron Ramon James has. Even in the postseason, Luka's better. Let's look at something here. In the postseason, LeBron James has averaged 28.5 points, 9 rebounds, 7.2 assists. 28.5, 9 rebounds, 7.2 assists. Luka, on the other hand, has the second highest scoring average in playoff history, 32.5 points, 9.3 rebounds, 7.9 assists. Not to mention a career 36.6% shooter from outside in the postseason. So I ask you, why don't people celebrate Luka's numbers the way they do this guy? It's all about, it's the legenda. So that's all I want to say in this particular video. Tell me what you guys think.